Now, as we understood what is analytics, right? And we understood there are three types of analytics, right? In univariate analytics, when you have only one column of analytics, what kind of analytics you can perform? You can have mean, median, right? You can have mean, median, right, or mode, basic kind of analytics. You can represent that information via graph. You can find out the measures of central tendency. You can create the graph. You can understand whether the data is normally distributed or not, so you can just check the distribution as well of the data. You can check the distribution of the data. You can do multiple things with the data, right, to understand what this individual columns are all about. When we have bivariate analytics, then there comes the relationship between the variables. Like for example, relationship between the variables, relationship between the variables, relationship between the variables. Now, when there is a relationship between the variables, I want you to understand a couple of things. For example, if I have, say, I'm just keeping the variable names as A, B, C, D, E, and F, right? There could be n number of variables, right? Up to like some numbers like which you can think of, right? Say 1 million or 10 million values could be there over there, right? So but what just wanted to confirm for the example purposes, we wanted to understand that we have only like these many variables as of now. Now what could be the possibility, right? When I have, and we are having different columns, right? So A column we have B column, we have C column, we have D column, we have E column and F column, and we have different number of columns over here. So what I can do is I can perform univariate analytics on column number A, right? What column number A is saying. So everything about column number A can be represented either by graph, or we can have the mean and median, or we can have the measures of central tendency. We can apply different standard deviations and variance of the data depending upon what kind of data we have, and based on that we can decide what kind of relationship, what kind of variable A has, right? Now there could be multiple things, right? So there could be multiple types of variable. We can have categorical, maybe you can say qualitative or quantitative kind of data. Then you can apply different kind of variables based on that. But there, just think about it, right? For example, if I want, so first thing first, I can apply one univariate analytics everywhere. So I can just write U over there, U, univariate, 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 and univariate analytics. Or I can apply multivariate, bivariate analytics, which mean A and B, B and C, C and D, D and E, E and F, F and D, right? F and C, F and B, F and A. So you can see that we can have multiple things. For example, A and C, right? A and D, A and E, A and F. Now you can think of multiple bivariate analytics. You never know which variable is actually having relationship with whom, right? I'll give you a couple of examples over here to make you understand. For example, right, let's say I have this. Now if you just think this A and B, right? So we can have A, B, A, C, A, D, A, E, A, F, right? Then we have B, C, B, D, B, E, B, F. Then we have C, D, C, E, C, F. Then we have D, E, D, F, right? And there could be multiple. Now C versus D and D versus C might be referring to the same thing, so we do not want to count that again. But just imagine that the number of bivariate analytics we can have, right? I hope you are able to visualize that. I'll be giving you some examples as well, right? Now there would be a multivariate analytics as well, right? Not one, right? When we have more than two columns, we can also have multivariate analytics. For example, D, right? Not always D and E will be like connected, right? D and F will be connected. Don't worry if you're not able to understand this. I'll be giving you an example. You will be able to understand a couple of things, right? So C or E may be connected, or C or F may be connected. There could be multiple things. So for example, A might be having a relationship, direct relationship with B, C, E, right? And C, or maybe you can say just pick up F over here. It will make much more sense, right? F might be having a direct relationship with only D, right? Only D. That's perfectly possible, right? Or maybe you can just simply say E or C for that matter. There could be two variables which are depending on like this. So this is multivariate analytics, right? Now what exactly I'm talking about, I just wanted to pick up one example over here, and from that example I wanted to make you understand, right? For example, let's say that I wanted to identify how much say if I travel right say 20 kilometers a day, 20 kilometers. So I will write 20 kilometers over here, right? I will just understand that this is distance, like how much somebody is traveling. So somebody is traveling 20 kilometers, somebody is traveling 27 kilometers, somebody is traveling 57 kilometers, somebody is traveling 150 kilometers a day as well from their cars, right? This is distance they are covering in a day, right? Some people just traveling only 11 kilometers, some people are traveling say 57 kilometers, some people are traveling say 98 kilometers as well, right? So I have something called as X, and I wanted to pick up this as a distance, right? This is my distance. Now if I have some value over here, right, how much fuel they need in liters, right? So this is fuel in liters. You can think of petrol or diesel, whatever you wanted to consider. So this guy is using say 1.1 liter of fuel, right? This guy is using 2 liters. This guy is 3.5. right? This guy is using 9 liters of fuel. This guy is using only 1 liter. This guy is using 3.6 liters of fuel, and this guy is using, for example, suppose 7 liters of fuel, right? This is one thing, right? Now there could be number of passengers traveling, right? So here number of passengers are 1, number of passengers are 3, number of passengers are 4, here we have 6, we have only 2, we have 7, right? And some people are like this is only 2, right? Then we have number of passengers. Then this guy, suppose if it is a taxi or something, then probably the amount collected, right? So we'll just simply represent that with a dollar, right? Amount collected for one person. How much is the amount? Say $3 or maybe $3.5, and here they have collected say $7, and here they have collected say $19. Here they have collected $110. This guy has collected only $3.9 or something. Here they have collected say $42, and this guy has collected say $13. Now the point which I'm trying to make over here, right? See, if this is X, Y, and then we call it as this point, we call it as say, we call this as A and B, right? Over here, these are the different variables, right? X could be in direct relationship with Y, right? Like number of distance which I'm covering, I'm spending, like how much fuel I'm spending, okay? Also, it is X might be directly proportional to Y as well as the amount they are gathering. So I can say Y comma B as well, right? Number of passengers, right, which is A, can be in direct relationship, right? Or you can say amount you have collected. So I will say B is directly relationship with A also. And somewhat, I am not sure, like if there are more number of people, the fuel consumption is much more higher. So I can also say that A comma Y also, right? B is directly proportional to how much money I'm earning and how much like fuel consumption is being done by this also. But there might not be a relationship between distance I am actually like distance I'm traveling and the amount or maybe the number of passengers. So X is not in relationship with A. X is not in relationship with A. You can say that it's not at all a relationship. So there is no point that if I'm traveling to 150 kilometer, I'm like capturing 6 people, and then if I travel to 200 kilometers, then I'm like picking up 7 people. It's not like that. So there is no relationship with that, right? I hope it is making sense to you. So the point which I'm trying to make, right? The point which I'm trying to make over here is that when you have one variable, right? For example, A is directly proportional to B, comma C, comma D, right? Then probably I will call it a multi variate relationship. There are multiple variables are actually impacting A, right? Or vice versa, depending upon what kind of variables we have. So we can have A maybe a directly relationship with B, which is bivariate analytics, right? And B might have a direct relationship with A, right? Then it could be a bivariate analytics. However, if I say that B isn't directly proportional to P, Q, R, S, right, X, comma Y, comma Z, then it is multivariate analytics. All these factors are impacting my B value, right? This is multivariate analytics, right? So I hope it is making sense to you, right? Another example which I wanted to give you, for example, that if I wanted to buy a flat, right? And now buying a flat, right? Suppose this is the cost of a flat. We have cost of a flat. Then we have number of rooms, right? Number of rooms, number of bedrooms, this is already covered, right? So we can just simply say number of bathrooms, right? Number of bathrooms, right? Right, we can have the area in square feet, then we can have the floor number, right? Then we have we can simply say the parking lot, right? Whether we have a parking space available, like parking, whether we have parking, yes or no. Then we can have the amenities, whether we have swimming pool or not, right? Whether we have backup electricity, backup facilities or not, whether we have gym available or not, and so on and so forth, right? So now if you just notice over here, right, we have cost, right? So suppose the cost of something is say 1 million, right, of one flat, which is 1 million, right? 1 million US dollars, say. So the number of rooms we have, say there are 7 number of rooms, there are only 6 bathrooms, that the area is 5,000 square feet, and then the floor is 7th floor, then the parking is available, yes, and it is a covered parking. Then we have number of swimming pools available, yes, and it is a very big swimming pool, and then blah blah stuff. Now this cost is not only dependent upon rooms, it is also dependent on number of bathrooms, and is dependent on number of like how much area it has, and how much floor it is getting there, and whether we have the parking available or not, and all these kind of things. So my value of one thing is nothing but the implementation of multiple stuff, and this is something which I called as multivariate analytics. We need to understand this as a core concept, right? What is this multivariate analytics? Okay, now if you've understood this concept, we wanted to zoom in into this analytics part, and we wanted to understand what I'm exactly talking about. Okay, all right, I'll see you next. And right, I hope you have understood the definition of machine learning and everything, and then we want to talk about more on that front. Okay, I'll see you next.